To manage an existing designation, begin by going to dmca.copyright.gov/login.html. Please read the Notice to Users and click Close when finished. Please also read the Privacy Act notice on the bottom of the login page. Then, log in by entering a login ID and password. Once logged in, you will be brought to the home page where you can manage multiple service providers and designated agents. You can also navigate to this page by clicking Home on the upper right of any other page within the registration system. For each service provider managed by the account, this page displays the service provider name, the registration number for the designation, the current status of the designation, and the date when which the designation was last updated. If multiple service providers are managed through the same account, they can be sorted by clicking on the column headings. They can also be searched by using the search box. An explanation of the different statuses is available on the bottom of the page. Additionally, there is an action column for each service provider. For designations that are in process, there will be an edit icon and a delete icon. For complete designations which have been successfully registered, there will be an edit icon and a history icon. Clicking on the history icon will take you to the history page, which displays the service providers and designated agents' contact information, as well as the status and effective dates of the designation, and payment information. An explanation of the different statuses is available on the bottom of this page. On the right, you can view a list of associated alternate names. This list is searchable by typing in the search box. If you subsequently update the information for a service provider, you can also view previous versions of the information on this page by clicking on the drop-down list at the top of the page. This page only displays service provider and designated agent information that has been successfully registered with the office. Clicking the edit icon will take you to the summary page. This page also displays all service provider and designated agent information, but it displays the information that has been entered and saved in the system most recently, regardless of whether that information has been successfully registered with the office. Information does not become registered with the office until payment of the applicable fee has been processed. This page also provides the current status of the designation and has an explanation of the different statuses at the bottom of the page. Clicking the delete icon will remove the service provider designation from your list. This action cannot be undone. To amend a designation, go to the home page and click on the edit icon in the action column for the service provider whose information you wish to update. This will bring you to the summary page you were just on. Click the edit button for the portion of the designation needing to be updated, the service provider's information, the list of alternate names, or the designated agent's information. If you recently updated this service provider's designation and payment is still being processed, the status will say Payment Processing, and you will not be able to make any further changes until that process is complete. After clicking Edit, you will be brought to the same series of pages you completed to register the original designation with the office. You can make updates by typing into the pertinent fields. Navigation between these pages works the same as before. You can save and go back a step by clicking Previous, or you can save and continue by clicking Next. If you have nothing to update on subsequent pages, continue to click Next until you arrive on the Certify and Pay page. This is the Certify and Pay page, which shows what fees are owed. Click on How Fees are Calculated for an explanation of the fee structure. Please read the attestation and click the checkbox to acknowledge that you have read and agreed to the conditions. Then click Submit and Proceed to Payment to submit payment through pay.gov. On pay.gov, you can choose to pay by withdrawal from a checking or savings account, known as ACH, or you can use a debit or credit card. Click Continue and provide the payment information requested. Click Continue and then Submit to submit your payment for processing. This will bring you back to the registration system, where a confirmation page will be displayed showing that payment has been submitted. Please note that while credit card payments are typically processed by pay.gov within a few minutes of being submitted, it will take 7 days to process ACH payments. After payment has been successfully processed, the amendment becomes registered with the Copyright Office, and the designation in the office's DMCA Designated Agent Directory is automatically updated to reflect the amendment. You will receive an email confirming successful registration of the amendment. If needed, a designation can be terminated by clicking the Terminate button on the summary page. If you recently updated the designation and payment is still being processed, you will not be able to terminate the designation until that process is complete. Terminating a designation will cancel it, leaving the service provider without an active designation in the Copyright Office's directory. The directory will show that this designation was terminated.